Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. He will forever be out of the way, similar to being truly out of the way. At the point when individuals could do without me, the principal thing they like to do is assault me and my man. Cardi B is at long last ending her quietness after Nicki Minaj's significant other, Kenneth Petty, apparently took steps to kill off as per different sources. Something's occurred among Offset and Kenneth during the VMAs, and a video arose of Kenneth and his group attempting to snare Offset before his lodging. Those suck. No doubt we as a whole stink. Enormous zoo outside. Enormous press. Nonetheless, it seems balanced and wasn't excessively annoying. What's more, he shared a video of himself bouncing on a personal luxury plane and chuckling at Kenneth. He composed, "We have our plans. That's what God got." Cardi, then again, didn't think there was anything amusing about Kenneth compromising the dad of her youngsters. What's more, fans are currently saying she wants to document a protest since we as a whole know Kenneth's set of experiences. In the meantime, fans are likewise hauling Nicki for the wedding of an enrolled wrongdoer who just continues to humiliate her. However, what did Cardi say about Kenneth undermining Offset? Is it safe to say that she is truly thinking about making a legitimate move? How about we get into it? You don't need to demonstrate everything except that on the off chance that we don't demonstrate it, you all keep on trusting it. And afterward, similar to when we demonstrate it to you all, when we make a melody, it's like, gracious, it wasn't so significant. Indeed, it was significant. It's truth be told. It truly was significant to us. It seems to be Cardi B and Nicki Minaj's well-established fight, which currently includes their spouses. Furthermore, fans are currently saying Nicki's significant other, Kenneth, will destroy her. On September 12, both Cardi and Nicki performed at the EMTV VMAs, and there was a great deal of buzz in front of the occasion about their possible gathering. As all of you most likely recall, the last time Cardi and Nicki ran into one another in broad daylight, the situation spun out of control, and Cardi returned home with a Goliath knock on her head. And keeping in mind that this time around, Cardi and Nicki hushed up about their hands. Nicki's better half, Kenneth Frivolous, attempted to begin something with Offset. Evidently, everything began after one of the men from Kenneth's group shared a screen capture saying that Offset DM'd him, asking where they're found and shooting him for remarking on Cardi and Nicki's quarrel. Also, Offset sent this in light of the fact that this man and the remainder of Kenneth's team were purportedly labeling Cardi in their Instagram posts and undermining her. So in spite of the fact that it appeared as though Offset was the provocateur, it was really Kenneth and his men who initially began compromising Cardi. In any case, this man didn't at first answer Offset, and on second thought, he, Kenneth, and the remainder of their team appeared at counterbalanced in and were clearly wanting to bounce him. They dropped me outside, and the occupants were shown conveying intimidation to counterbalance. We outside. Mida Offset since Offset. Dear me, man. Damn cuckoo, he off the set. That entire posse can draw him off the set. We should put you off the set. Your frightened kid is away from the set. Had you been terrified, kid? I wasn't checking in by any means. Keep continuing to trust in these amazing, continue to have faith nowadays. Man, amazing. So amazing, man. It's been here for a long time. Presently, the entertaining thing about this, other than Kenneth being a 45-year-old elderly person actually acting extreme for IG, is the way that this purportedly wasn't even balanced lodging, and Kenneth and his team were holding up in some unacceptable area. Concerning Offset, he later shared a video of himself boarding a personal luxury plane and taunted Kenneth and his man, calling them broke. Fella, brother. We have an article. You all got that goal stat outside. However, at that point, a couple of days after the fact, Kenneth's companion, a similar one who expressed Offset to him, continued to live once more. Furthermore, he likewise shared more screen captures of his trade with Offset, showing that he did answer and advised Offset to give him a shot, while additionally suggesting that Offset is a quitter since he didn't save similar energy for men who killed the percher. Furthermore, when Balanced answered once more, calling this man ridiculous and broke, Kenneth's companion composed back, advising him to utilize his cash to wreck individuals who were his accomplices. And keeping in mind that a few fans on Twitter said that Offset is powerless for allowing Kenneth's companion to disregard him like this and raise his departure, Numerous others said Offset really made the best decision by overlooking it. One fan said they remained close to garbage sacks on a filthy block while bouncing off a fly. I figure they could need to rethink their lives. Numerous different fans likewise raised Kenneth's past exposition, conviction, and the way that he's on the wrongdoer list, with one fan saying all he needs to do is stand in a school zone. With respect to Nicki, she really figured out how to exacerbate what is going on, the grounds that after Kenneth's companion released Offset's messages, she tweeted, "I need to play a game." Furthermore, that is all it took for Nicki's fans to pursue Cardi and Offset. What's more, you will have a hard time believing the disgusting things they wrote. One Nicki fan posted a tweet guaranteeing that Cardi's father, Carlos, is a sentenced wrongdoer, and they shared a screen capture from an unidentified source saying that Carlos was sentenced in 1988 for attacking a 14-year-old young lady. What's more, that is when Cardi chose to end her quietness, shooting Nicki's fans for spreading lies about her father and saying they needed to stop before she began standing up to genuine guilty parties. Cardi tweeted, "To start with, it was the video line on Offset. Presently, it's lying to my father. I'm almost certain you realize guilty parties need to take pictures consistently. Keep it adorable for family, particularly wrongdoers. Shows them sisters, since everyone will need to cry when I begin discussing the genuine snatchers." Concerning Nicki, fans are currently hauling her since this isn't whenever she's first got her fans generally bothered up and afterward played the casualty when things raised. As a matter of fact, Kenneth's supposed casualty recently uncovered that Nicki sent her men to scare her, so she'd quit discussing Kenneth openly. Harking back to the 90s, Kenneth served 4 years in jail for trying a 16-year-old young lady. Furthermore, after he was delivered in 1999, he was requested to enlist as a sex wrongdoer in the province of New York. In any case, he neglected to enroll again when he moved to California in July 2019, subsequent to marrying Nicki. Not long after the wedding, Kenneth was captured during a traffic stop in LA. He was sentenced to 1 year of home control and requested to re-register as a level 2 wrongdoer. However, it's significantly upsetting that Nicki supposedly attempted to quiet Kenneth's casualty and, surprisingly, sent men from her group to attempt to quiet her. The lady shared a profound video via virtual entertainment and blamed Nicki and Kenneth for pestering her and her family, beseeching them to let her be. This message is for Nicki Minaj and Kenneth: unimportant. Advise your kin to let my family be. Alright? Try not to call my loved ones. Try not to call my siblings. Try not to call anyone. Don't bother all of us. In Walk 2020, the lady supposedly got a call from a shared companion who knew Kenneth and her sibling, and this individual told her he could interface her with Nicki and Kenneth and make this disappear. She thought this implied they needed to go with an arrangement where all gatherings would quit discussing each other openly. However, what occurred rather is that Nicki and Kenneth's companion offered her $20,000 to compose a letter expressing that she lied about Kenneth as saying her. This common individual offered me $20,000 to compose a letter expressing that I lied about what I did. I lied about Kenny attacking me after the lady denied it. Nicki called her by and said she would send her marketing expert to discuss what was happening. However, the marketing expert never visited her, and the lady said she began getting calls from Nicki's road hooligans who were in any event, reaching out to her relatives and offering them cash. I got a call from Nicki Minaj herself, saying that she got word that I was ready to help them out in this present circumstance. So she said that she could send her marketing expert, Joe, out to where I was residing at that point. I have since moved on numerous occasions from that point forward, yet she can send Joe out. Her marketing specialist, Joe, came out to meet with me and talk with me about this present circumstance. After that call with Nicki, the main contact I had was from Road Thugs. I think she has someone in her camp called Jenks. He was reaching out to relatives. There were a lot of numbers similar to Cash. The lady additionally said she needed to move multiple times after her kids began getting moved toward by arbitrary men who attempted to converse with them about Kenneth. Furthermore, since she didn't take the cash Nicki offered her or involve herself in this story for clout. Most fans accepted that she was coming clean. Concerning what is happening with Kenneth and Offset, fans are currently saying what is going on is incredibly humiliating for Nicki on the grounds that she married somebody who could undoubtedly demolish her entire profession with his jokes. Furthermore, with respect to Cardi, fans are advising her to record an authority grievance against Kenneth. One fan said Cardi B and Offset better compared to me. I'd have my legal counselor document an objection and contact the DA by business hours on Monday. They're moguls with youngsters. Damn Kenneth trivial, old washout hunter. Also, someone else composed Nicki gets an excessive amount of cash flow for her significant other to stick around and behaving this way.